So I feel like I'm making a big decision here. Ever since I started documenting this journey, it has been always my goal to pay off my debts, including my student loans. 44 million borrowers here in the US collectively owe $1.7 trillion in student debt, and I am one of those borrowers. I wanted to be not a part of that statistic, so I planned and worked hard to make payments on my private and federal student loans religiously. But here we are, I'm deciding to pause my payments on my federal student loans. But before I go into why I'm actually doing that, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dredd and I post personal finance and dividend investing videos, and currently I am documenting my journey in paying off my student loans. So if you're interested in seeing how everything unfolds or just want to show your support, then subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then share this video. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the main thing. So why am I planning to do this? Now the answer is very simple. It's about forbearance. So back in March 2020, to mitigate any further financial struggles that a lot of borrowers are having right now, especially because of the pandemic, the CARES Act of former US President Donald Trump was passed. And its student loan forbearance would last till September 30 of 2020, but later it would be extended to December 31st of 2020, and then further extended again to January 31 of 2021. And currently Biden is sitting in the office and he has extended that suspension further to September 30 of 2021. So this means that no interest will be accruing on our federal student loans. So that means we can focus on something else. So yay for us, because we're saving a lot of money right now. And I've been looking ahead as to what I will do when the forbearance ends this September, and it got me thinking about this specific change. I sort of battled whether I should continue paying off my federal student loans with the extra money I'll be getting once I pay off my private student loans, or completely pause it until some substantial news about loan cancellation or extension comes to light. So what am I doing next? Now I know it's probably a little late for me right now, but I know I still have around 5 months to take advantage of before the forbearance ends. That is basically $375 worth of payments that I could easily inject into my private student loans and get them paid off sooner. Now for the month of April, I already added the $75 that I usually make to my federal student loans into my Salami account, and I made that payment around April 18th already, and then the 4 extra payments that I will be doing in the next succeeding months will be done in the last weeks of those months as well. Now for this edition, I'm not going to break it up as to what I'm currently doing with Sallie Mae, because I didn't really switch my federal student loans to a weekly repayment strategy. Because if I cut it up for what I'm about to do, I'll end up underpaying at least $30 when all of this ends. So I'd rather not do that. Now I am still on the fence whether I should go all in on my federal student loans when the forbearance ends, or just completely pause it, especially when there are talks right now regarding loan cancellation. There are different scenarios that I am considering right now, especially with my federal student loans and with what the government is going to do in the future. We all know about the loan cancellation and the debate going around it, whether to cancel $10,000 or $50,000. There are even student debt experts saying that it is very likely that Biden's administration is going to extend the suspension further than the current September end date. On another hand, there are Democratic senators pushing for the administration to actually get us a 4th stimulus check. Now, as for that one, I have no clue when it's going to happen, how much you're going to get. And I really just don't know, because even Biden hasn't even showed support for that one, since as far as I know, it is not part of his long-term economic plan. Now, all of those things matter because they will affect me and how I will be handling my money in the future. But for now, let's just talk about the scenarios I've considered in regards to loan cancellation and the extension of the forbearance. So let's just say that if $10,000 were canceled, that's totally cool. I will still be left with around $2,000 in my federal student loans, but that is totally okay because that is an amount that I can manage. But if $50,000 were canceled, then that's the best scenario that we can get. If that really happens, I will be completely free from the shackles of student loans and I can really focus on building my wealth. But truth be told, $50,000 is very unrealistic in my opinion. Even Biden has shown more support on the $10,000 than the $50,000, and he has said that one on a town hall meeting. So I'm placing my bets on that amount rather than the $50,000. However, Biden did inquire to the Department of Education regarding if he has the power to sign off $50,000 completely, but the findings for that one is still yet to be determined. Now, the last scenario that I am considering is if there is an extension to the forbearance. Now, if that happens, I'm going to completely pause my payments on my federal student loans because the money can be used somewhere else that can pretty much generate me, better results, can generate me more money. This could be in my business or in my stock portfolios or other investments that I can think of. Because here's the truth for a lot of us student loan borrowers, everybody who's making payments on their student loans are basing off their repayment strategies of the possibilities of a student loan cancellation. This is why the matter is so important to a lot of us. If the cancellation happens, then it's a big relief to a lot of us student loan borrowers. It will help us move forward. It will pretty much, get us out of that student debt trap. But if the student loan cancellation won't happen, then it's kind of bad. Obviously, we will have to change our plan. And then probably a lot of student loan borrowers are going to have a harder time to pay their student loans, especially with the time that we are in right now. So what are your thoughts on this? What are you going to do when the forbearance ends on September? I know it's a very long way till we actually get to that point, but it's a good thing that you're planning ahead right now, especially when it comes to your money, especially when it comes to your student loans, because we'll never know what's going to happen. We'll never know if the student loan cancellation is going to happen or whether it is not. We really don't know. It's really up to the big guys up there in the government, in the White House, to actually think about that one. All we have to really do is adapt to what they are going to implement for us. So are you going to continue making payments, or are you going to completely pause until something substantial, like I said earlier, comes for us? Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful or somewhat informative, then let me know. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and also share this video to a friend of yours who might also be tackling student loan debt by themselves, or maybe kind of like in a community as well. Then definitely this is a place to be. This channel is all about personal finance and student loan debt as well, as of right now, because that's my journey. So I hope everybody can hop in on my journey and kind of like, let's just go along this journey and then complete it, and then after start building our wealth so that we can live our lives more happily. And I'm on Instagram as well, at Daily Dredd. You can add me there and then we can chat. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.